Reset, reset.
All right, so we're working on triangles, and this particular triangle is coming from side control. So we've got this top side head and arm position, which is generally the most common form of side control that we'll use in Jiu-Jitsu. And we're gonna open up this space. It's a very tight triangle here that I kind of favor to this step over one where we pin the arm. Obviously there's some kind of nifty things we can do with lapel jackets and stuff, but we're going with just kind of your classic step over triangle. So we're in top side head and arm, and I'm gonna open up a little gap between Trey's head and his elbow. So I scoop his chin and I pummel my fist to the inside of the elbow, and I'm just gonna drive my knuckles down to the mat so I get this little gap between my arms. When I get this gap open, I'm gonna drop my head to the mat, get my weight up off the ground, and slide my shin over top of his chest and get my knee really close to his head. Once I get this position here, I'm gonna take my forearm out, place it down on the ground, and I'm just gonna pivot underneath Trey's head as I start to concede bottom position. When I roll to my back, that pivot around the head allows me to get my foot out so I can trap my triangle, and then I can go for my finish. I grab my shin, cut my angle. I like to go right for this arm here because usually it's very, very close, easy to grab. So I can at least get a little bit of a snag here, and then I can either get a little kip action to get a further cut of the angle, or I could use that arm to dig further to the underside of the knee. So I have all of this lower leg that I can grab a hold of to get a really, really tight triangle. So one more time here, from start to finish. Triangle from side control, really tight triangle, which is why I like this one. Top side head and arm, scoop the head, pummel my hand to the inside, and I drive my knuckles down. I open up the space between my hands. My forehead comes down, and I bring my shin across his chest, and I literally drop my knee right next to his head. Once I get my shin into place, I drop my forearm down, and I cut this angle. Scooting around the head, fall to my back, then I've got my triangle trapped. I grab my own shin, push off the hip or the floor, whatever I need to start to cut my angle. And then again, I'm gonna get this little grip on the underside of the arm. I can start a kipping action where I drive my knee and extend my foot in a nice hard kip to start to cut the angle a little bit more. And usually that gets me access to the knee. And now that I'm in this position, I've got a huge part of my leg that I can wrap up and get a really, really tight triangle from side control. So again, this is week 2 of triangles from side control. We're gonna look at one final triangle from the mount following this.